Charms. There's a lot of them. And sometimes it's difficult to choose the right ones for the right situation. If only someone with over 1,000 hours no-hit experience could make an exhaustive list of the charms, the best and worst, outline where and when each charm is best used. In a completely unrelated note, my name's Hill, and I have over 1,000 hours experience no-hitting Hollow Knight, and I've ranked every single charm on their usefulness. This tier list was recorded over on my Twitch channel. There's a button in the description that'll take you there, so you can join us live in future streams. Charms. What we're here for. This thing. Number 1, Wayward Compass. Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location. You get it from a Zelda, 220 Geo, and it shows the knight's location on the map. With all of this, right, there's like charms what help you explore, and there's charms what help you fight. We're going to go with like importance, which is why this is S tier straight away. I mean, how do you play the game if you don't know where you are? End of. Yeah, cool. Next, Gathering Swarm. A swarm will follow the bearer and gather up any loose geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant. 1 charm notch, get it for Sly straight away. 300 geo, collects drop geo. It's like, alright. I guess if you're running around, it's like, okay. Like, it's alright. If you've got space, bang it on. But do you really benefit from it? I reckon it's like, okay, are we going like, always have it on forever and a day? Amazing. Would recommend to my grandkids. Then like, pretty good. Use it most of the time. Pretty helpful. And this is like, useful in a few situations. C is like useful once, and D is like, what's the point? I think that's what we're going for. So I think it's a solid B. You can have it on. It collects your geo fire. You can be lazy. That's it. It's 1 notch. It's early. Yeah, one notch. Let's go. Cool. Next. Stalwart Shell builds resilience. When recovering from damage, the bearer will remain invulnerable for longer. Makes it easy to escape from dangerous situations. 2 notches, 200 Gs from Sly. Right, here's what it does exactly. Increases the increases invincibility duration, voice actor by the way, after being hit by 35%. Without any charms, the invulnerability time is 1.3 seconds. With Stalwart Shell, it's 1.75 seconds. So you get like half a second extra. Reduces hit recoil after being hit by 60%. Like, do people use this? Stalwart Shell's crap, innit? Who's using Stalwart Shell? Has anybody ever been like, oh, I'm really struggling on this boss, but now I've put Stalwart Shell on? It's amazing. Excellent. Fantastic. Yeah, using a quick focus gives you a bigger heal window. Yeah, Thorns decreases the time taken for Thorns to activate after being hit. Okay, it has some uses. Soul Catcher. Used by the shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. 2 notches. You get it straight away at Ancestral Mound. You get 3 additional soul with each hit. The base is 11, so you get 14 instead of 11. 2 notches. You like equip it. Here's what you do with Soul Catcher. You equip it, then you get more charms, and then you unequip it, and then never put it on again. Also got after upgrading the nail offsets how much less soul you get. I don't think it does though. It's only 3. You get 11 anyway. It's not even a 30% increase. It's like a 25% increase. It's going in D. I might change it later. It depends what else goes in C, sorry. I might change it later. Although, I guess this is supposed to be like 1 use, right? Fine. Fine, it's going to B. Alright, next. I mean, do I even need to say anything about this one? Shaman Stone. Said to contain the knowledge of past generations of Shaman. Increases the power of spells, dealing more damage to foes. Alright, here's everything what it does. Increases Vengeful Spirit / Shade Soul damage by 33%. Increases Desolate Dive damage by 51%. And Descending Dark damage by 47%. Increases Howling Raids and Abyss Sheik damage by 50%. Increases the size of Vengeful Spirit / Shade Soul by 30% and the height by 60%. Early doors, it's the best charm in the game. No, best charm, 100%. Every single build, even nail builds, you still have Shaman Stone in there. It's incredible. You go from, like, without Shaman Stone, having like a little fleck of dust come out of you as a spell, to firing giant cannonballs that can hit things like 2 and 3 times on the... It's amazing. Yeah, but I don't know anything about Pantheons. Don't tell anyone. Soul Eater. Forgotten Shaman artifact used to draw soul from still living creatures, greatly increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. It's under the resting grounds. After getting D-Dive, you gain 8 additional soul with each hit for the main soul vessel. So go from base 11 to 19. It's really good. It's really good. It's super useful. You get nearly like, you need 2 nail hits and you've nearly got like 3 nail hits and you've got like enough for 2 spells. What's it called? Spell Twister 1. Loads of soul. But it costs 4 notches, so you're never ever going to put it on. It's useful in one place, and that's for when you're doing Radiant and you can afford to overcharm. In no-hit runs, it's really, really good because you overcharm, so it effectively costs 1 notch. But the rest of the time, you're just not going to use it. Dashmaster. Bears the likeness of an eccentric bug known as only as a Dashmaster, aka Sans from Undertale. Increases the running speed of the bearer. No, wrong one. The bearer will be able to dash more often as well as dash downwards. Perfect for those who want to move around as quickly as possible. It's under Mantis Village, doesn't cost anything. Reduces the Mothwing Cloak cooldown by 33%. So down from 0.6 to 0.4 seconds. And it allows you to dash downwards. I never, ever, ever found a use for dashing downwards. Maybe late game, when you're just like running around farming Geo or something. But where even is it? There. I don't think it's useful, is it? Dash down into the spikes instead of Pogo, it's D tier. It's just Sans wearing a puffer jacket with his hands in his pockets. Sprintmaster. Bears the likeness of a strange bug known only as the Sprintmaster. Increases the running speed of the bearer, allowing them to avoid danger or overtake rivals. You get it from Sly after obtaining the key. It's 400 Geo. Increases run speed by 20%. So it goes from 8.3 to 10. And if you equip the Sprintmaster as well, it's 11.5. Why would you use this? Because if you've gone and got the key, you've probably got C-Dash. And that's the fastest way to get around. Otherwise, all I'm going to do is jump into stuff. Unfortunately, I just don't know when you'd use it. If anybody can think of a use for this, let me know. Because I can't think of one. Next, Grubsong. Contains the gratitude of freed grubs. Gain soul when taking damage. Costs 1 notch. Takes 10 grubs to get it. You gain 15 soul when taking damage. Okay. It's 1 notch. And you get 15 soul. That's top. Right? When we get to the healing charms, which are coming up soon. Oh no, they're not. I think they're like the healing / health charms. This just outperforms so many of them because you get, I think, is it 22? I think like it's like half as much as you need to heal. I think healing's like might be like 36 or something like that. Yeah, it's top. And if you add the next charm, it goes up even more. Yeah, 1 notch. It's the best 1 notch charm. Maybe second best. Usually when you're equipping stuff, you have like 2 2s and 2 3s as well. You've got that 1 extra charm slot that you're putting in, and Grubsong's like the best one to put there. Grubfly's Elegy, as I was saying, contains the gratitude of grubs who will move on to the next stage of their lives. Imbues weapons with a holy strength. When the bearer is at full health, they will fire beams of white hot energy from their nail. I learned something about this today, which is awesome. I think this is a really underrated charm. It works well to hit beams because it gets bigger if you're using Mark of Pride. Works well with that. I think this is an underrated charm. I don't think it's useful a lot of the time, but I think even without Fury and being at 1 health, just having strengthened this on, having an extra 50% damage, it is pretty top. Although it makes a really annoying noise. And if you get hit, it goes away. So, but it's good. Try using it for like Radiant fights, especially. It can be difficult to connect the beams. But I think a lot of people sleep on Grubfly's Elegy, and there's a lot that can be done with it, in my humble opinion. Okay, we're into the fragile / unbreakable stuff. Unbreakable Heart increases the health of the bearer, allowing them to take more damage. The charm is fragile and break if the bearer is killed. You get it from Leg Eater for 350 schmeckles. Costs you 200 to repair it if you die with it on. And it adds 2 masks of health. This is basically just a better version of Lifeblood Heart. That's it. Like, okay, if you want my health, stick it on. If you don't. It's pretty simple, really. If you're going to have a health charm on, this is the one you want. I mean, the Unbreakable version's ridiculously expensive, but late game you're gonna have loads. And 200 is not that much to get it fixed if you're using it. And if you use it in the dream fights, it doesn't break if you die. So it could be good for those. Basically, the less health you have, the better it is. It's alright. Use it every now and again. It's a better version. You can get both at the same time. You can. Yeah. They're both really early game. But this one's far superior. Okay. Greed. Causes the bearer to find more geo when defeating enemies. The charm is fragile and break if killed, or it won't if it's unbreakable, which costs you 9,000. Enemies drop between 20 and 100% more geo. Wait, 20 to 100%? Oh, right, because the amount of geo that drops, the amount of 1, 5, or 25 geo blocks is increased by 20%. So you can, depending on how it falls, get more than that. It's kind of crap. If you're farming geo to get the other unbreakable charms, then that's when you'd use it. Other than that, I mean, it's 2 notches that could be better used elsewhere. Just kill more stuff. And it doesn't work on loads of stuff. Charm only affects geos from defeating enemies and bosses, including ones that never respawn, such as Gorgeous Husk, so you can get more from Gorgeous Husk. It does not affect geo gained from geo deposits, chests, trials, grubs, relic selling rancid eggs, getting geo back from Millabelle, or randomly Gruzmother. Okay. It's not great. You farm at Colosseum, so it doesn't even do anything. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Moving on. Both fragile and unbreakable strength. Strengthens the bearer, increasing the damage they deal to enemies with their nail. 50% damage increase. So if you have this on with pure nail, you're getting 32 damage, which is, I don't know why, Gruzmother. It's ridiculous. If you have this on with pure nail, you're doing 32 damage per swing. Ridiculous. Insane charm. Of course it is. It's I mean, yes. Both the unbroken and unbreakable, or the breakable and unbreakable version. Do I need to go into why having 50% extra damage is good? I don't think so. Spell Twister. Reflecting the desires of the Soul Sanctum for mastery over soul. It improves the bearer's ability to cast spells. It costs absolutely nothing, but it is in the worst place known to man. And reduces the soul cast of spells from 24 to 33. It doesn't reduce the amount that it costs to heal, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would be incredible. But you get 4 spells out of a soul vessel rather than 3, which is incredible. It's good. It's 2 notches, which is nothing. If you're going for a spell build, equip it. We're at top of A tier, borderline S tier. It's good. Steady Body. Keeps its bearer from recoiling backwards when they strike an enemy with a nail. Allows one to stay steady and keep attacking. 1 notch. Salubra, 120 geo. It removes all the knockback. I feel like this charm is like Marmite. It tastes really bad. People either love it or they don't. I haven't used it a lot. And because I haven't used it a lot, it doesn't help me. It's a severe hindrance because after you've played Hollow Knight for a while, you know, when you're swinging away at enemies, you're automatically like pressing forward just a little bit to compensate for the recoil. And it just becomes second nature. If you suddenly put Steady Body on, you just walk straight into the enemies all the time. And that's bad. But I do understand that it can increase your damage significantly if controlled well. So I can't put it in S tier because this is my list. Is Steady Body the best 1-notch charm? No. Maybe. Okay, I'll put it above Grubsong. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it there, but that's where it's going. Heavy Blow. Good. Next. Quick Slash. Born from the imperfect discarded nails that have fused together, the nails still long to be wielded. Allows the bearer to slash much more rapidly with their nail. You get it from Kingdom's Edge. It's in a really awkward spot where you dive down, you've got to go past all the big combs and then up past the bees and the aspids. Decreases nail attack cooldown by 39%, so it goes from 0.4 seconds to 0.25. So you go from having 2.5 swings a second to 4, which is madness. It's so good. It would be even better if it wasn't such a late game charm. Well, not late game, it's mid game. But yeah, it's Quick Slash is good. It's good. If you're doing a nail build, you have Quick Slash on. And as soon as you get it, you're probably not going to take it off. What can I say? I'm basic. Next. Longnail. Increases the range of the bearer's nail, allowing them to strike foes from further away. 2 notches from Salubra for $300. Increases nail range by 15%. And this also does not affect the range of nail attacks made while wall sliding. Don't know why. I can't think of a time where you would use it. And there is one specific reason. And that's because of the next charm. Mark Pride does the same thing, except it's 25% instead of 15%, and it feels way bigger. Mark Pride is incredible. It's so good. Yeah, Markiplier, best charm. Exactly. Exactly. Everybody's right. All my homies love Mark Pride. It's just... It's like the meme from Suicide Squad, where it's like, I'm him but better. That's what Mark of Pride is. Although having both of them on is hilarious. Fury of the Fallen. Embodies the fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the strength will increase. 2 notches, you get it right at the start of the game. It increases nail damage by 75% when at 1 mask. The effect also applies to nail arts, which is not the case for strength. The damage is random in the nearest integers, so if you have pure nail, you're doing 37 extra damage, which stacks with strength to give you like 50 odd extra damage, so you're doing like a lot. You're doing a lot of damage. I hated this charm for ages, and I started using it this week, and I don't know what I was doing with my life before this point. I hate how much I love it. 75% is just an insane amount of damage. It's very, very good, and it's allowed in Team Hitless rules to purposefully damage yourself to activate it. 56 damage exactly. It's crazy. It's incredible. It's an incredible charm. However, other than that very specific circumstance, the charm is completely and utterly useless and is taking up 2 charm notches that can be used for literally anything else. No one is using Fury. Nobody ever uses it. Ever. So it's got to go down here. You never use it. Who on a casual playthrough is actively using Fury? Nobody. Poor Fury. Oh well. Thorns of Agony. Senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, sprout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. 1 notch. You get it after you've got Dash in Green Path. Damages nearby enemies for the base nail damage when hit. Doesn't stack with anything else. It's not the best. I mean, it's kind of good when we did our no direct damage run, which you can go watch. There's a card right there. It came in handy then. But other than that, it's kind of cheesy, but it's only 1. If it did like 5 times nail damage, then it'd be hilarious. Here we go. Here's how to make this charm amazing, right? It does 5 times your nail damage, right? But whenever it activates, it destroys one of your masks until you sit at a bench. Now that's a charm. I mean, it's better than these. It's like here somewhere. It's all right. There's better 1-notch charms out there. Baldur Shell. Protects its bearer with a hard shell while focusing soul. The shell is not indestructible and will shatter if it absorbs too much damage. You get 4 hits blocked while using focus. You get it in like top of Green Path. I think I equipped this when I first got it to try it and then never put it on again. At least with these, they do something. But Baldur Shell's crap. Don't use Baldur Shell. Just move out the way of attacks. Stop healing. Stop. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Don't stop to heal. Just keep attacking. Much better. Being protected while healing. Cringe. Attacking while taking damage. Based. Flukenest. Living charm born in the gut of a fluke mom transforms the vengeful spirit spell into a horde of volatile baby flukes. It's 3 notches. You get it from killing Fluke Mom, which is a pain in the ass. I put Fluke Mom way too low on my tier list because in the Pantheons it's super easy. In the base game, it's a nightmare. Replaces Vengeful Spirit with 9 flukes and Shadesoul with 16. Each fluke does 4 damage, resulting in a total damage of 36 in Vengeful Spirit and 64 with Shadesoul. Now, there is a whole thing about Flukenest. It's just a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's been like broken and fixed and unusable and up and down and all over and inside out. And I think at the minute, it's still ridiculous. There's a really good Scurry video, which I shall pop in the description, about the ups and downs of Flukenest. I have no idea where to rank this, so I'm going to put it bang slap in the middle because that's probably where it averages out. Next one, Defender's Crest. Unique charm bestowed by the King of Hollownest to its most loyal knight, scratched and dirty but still cared for, causes the bearer to emit a heroic odour. 1 notch. You got to beat Ogrim for it. Spawns Toxic Cloud that deal 3 damage and last 1.1 seconds. This charm does loads of random stuff. So, it spawns a Toxic Cloud that deals damage to stuff. Not a lot, but it does. Leg Eater gives you a 20% discount if you have this equipped. Relic Seeker Lem will not sell anything or buy anything from you when you've got it equipped. Tuck gives you a free rancid egg if you've got it equipped. And if you have it on and go into the kitchen in the pleasure house, loads of tiny flies are attracted to you and start buzzing around you. Cool. And a load of NPCs tell you stink. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. I think you can use it for like Lost Kin and maybe even the second Soul Warrior fight before Shade Soul. But other than that, I mean, you're not really going to equip it, other than because Ogrim. In fact, Ogrim gives you it as a present. Glowing Womb drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. The hatchlings have no desire to eat or live and will sacrifice themselves to protect their parent. You get it in the Forgotten Crossroads arena place with all the Gruzzer spit boys. Spawns hatchlings for 8 soul each that deal 9 damage to enemies on contact. A hatchling spawns every 4 seconds with a maximum of 4 hatchlings at a time. Okay, we were doing a no direct damage run and I tried to use this charm. Let's put it this way. This charm was so bad, I literally did a PowerPoint presentation in the middle of a video outlining exactly how bad it is. I recommend you go watch that for my actual unhinged opinion about it. This is the worst charm in the game. This needs its own... I need to add another tier. Add a row below. This is how bad this is. Yeah, because it's not just useless. It's actively detrimental. They do the things do no damage and they just drain all your soul. It's like, hey, do you want a 100 plus damage Abyss Shriek with this amount of soul? Or do you want this tiny little fly that'll do 0.2 damage? Stupid. I'm getting annoyed. Moving on. Quick Focus, a charm containing a crystal lens. Increases the speed of focusing soul after allowing the bearer to heal damage faster. 3 notches, 800 schmeckles from Salubra. You basically heal about 25% faster. It focuses 33% faster. It's like 1.2-ish, 1.1, 1.2 seconds normally to heal. With Quick Focus, that's like 0.75 of a second, something like that. So it's significantly faster. It is 3 notches, but while you're learning fights, this is very good. I think Quick Focus is a really good charm. It would be even better if it was 2 notches, and it would be even better if Spell Twister, if that lowered the soul it took to heal as well. But I'd say it's pretty good. It can really help you learn. On the flip side, Deep Focus. Naturally formed within a crystal over a long period, draws in soul from the surrounding air. The bearer will focus soul at a slower rate, but the healing effect will double. It heals 2 masks of health, while increases the focus time by 65%. And it's 4 notches. 4! It has the audacity to be 4 notches and slows you down. Why? Just make it do 2 masks. That's it. That's all you needed to do. Just make it do 2 masks. That was good. You can leave it exactly as it is otherwise. Crap. Get out. Lifeblood Heart contains a living core that seeps precious lifeblood. When resting, the bearer will gain a coating of lifeblood that protects a modest amount of damage. 2 notches from Salubra, 250 beans, and you get 2 lifeblood masks. I don't know why you would ever use this. Personally, I guess it gives you a bit of health extra, but Fragile Heart does that. So just use that instead. That's it. Next. Even worse, Lifeblood Core. Contains a living core that breeds precious lifeblood. When resting, the bearer will gain a coating of lifeblood that protects it from larger... It's the same, but it's 3 notches and it gives you 4. Yeah, this is crap. And you've got to get all of the other health charms just to be able to get it from the Abyss at the bottom. And it costs even more. No, rubbish. Pants. Slightly better than this. I mean, 3 charm notches, come on. Just get Quick Focus and heal faster. This doesn't let you heal the lifeblood. Joni's Blessing. Blessed by Joni, the kindly heretic transfigures vast vital fluids into blue lifeblood. The bearer will have a healthier shell and take more damage, but they will not be able to heal themselves by focusing soul. 4 notches. You get it from a very beautiful location, though, in Howling Cliffs. Increases the masks by 40%, and all masks become lifeblood. So you can get up to 16 health if you've got it on, but everything's lifeblood. So why would you not just equip the health, the Unbreakable Heart, and like one of the other lifeblood ones that cost 2, Lifeblood Heart, and then you get 1 less, but you can heal some of them. It's even worse. Very pretty and very nice to look at, but crap. Yeah, Johnny's, when are you ever going to use it? You're just not, are you? Speaking of which, okay, here's the thing about Lifeblood. I get it. You can equip it while you're going through White Palace, and no matter how many times you get hit, you can heal it back up again. However, it takes 10 full seconds for you to heal 1 mask. It doesn't auto heal all of your masks, just 1, and it takes 10 seconds. This charm is actively stopping you from playing the game. Everything else is designed to enable you to play the game more. Faster heals, more damage, more attacks, spawn extra stuff, make your spells better, collect more geo, all extra game stuff. This one, okay, I want you to stay very, very still in one spot, and we'll wait for your health to come back. Okay, you can have another go now. Okay, go on. Oh, you've got hit there. Let's wait again for your health to come back. Do you see what I mean? If it kept going, it would be better. If it was quicker, it would be better. If it did literally anything other than what it currently does, it would be better. And it's 4 notches. 4. Worst charm in the game. Sporeshroom. Composed of level fungal matter, scatters spores when exposed to soul. While focusing soul, emit a spore cloud that solely damages enemies. It's another one of the 1 charm notches. You get it from fungal just before you go into Deep Nest. Focus releases a cloud of spores dealing 26 damage over 4 seconds, or half of a nail swing when you're upgraded. It can be used in 4 seconds later, able to understand the dialogue of Mr. Mushroom while you've got it, and certain lore tablets found in fungal wastes. There's like a niche use for it, for any percent no hit, for hitting the Hollow Knight in like his heal phase and stuff, but other than that, I don't think there's a lot of use for it. Maybe like here somewhere. Yeah. I think that's kind of it. Sharpshadow contains a forbidden spell that transforms shadows into deadly weapons. When using Shadow Dash, the bearer's body will sharpen and damage enemies. 2 notches, you get it deep in the Deep Nest. And you have to obviously have Shade Cloak before you get it. Damages enemies for 1 times nail damage when dashing through them. And it increases the length of your dash by 40%. I'm not a fan of Sharpshadow. I don't really ever use it. It puts off my dash judgment, and I don't think you can get good damage output out of it. I think it's better than all these. We're in the similar kind of territory. Yeah, not a fan of Sharpshadow. Never really used it. Next, Shape of Oon. Reveals the form of Oon within the bearer. While focusing soul, the bearer will take on a new shape and can move freely to avoid enemies. 2 notches. You get it from Oon, obviously, and it allows you to move while you're healing and reducing the hitbox. Yeah, it's not even 1 charm notch, it's 2, which makes it even more worse. Nailmaster's Glory contains the passion, skill, and regrets of a Nailmaster. Increases the bearer's mastery of nail arts, allowing them to focus their power faster and unleash arts sooner. Obviously, you get it from Sly after you've done you've gathered all 3 of the nail arts. It's only 1 charm notch. Reduces the charge time of the nail arts by 44%. It takes it from 1.35, so nearly a second and a half, to 0.75 seconds. I really like this charm. This is my favorite 1-notch charm. It's not quite S tier. I'm putting it at the top of A tier because it was this that helped me beat Radiant Markoth. And if anything can do that, it deserves to be at least A tier. It's really good. It's really good in the places, specifically for the Dream Warrior fights, where the nail arts are really powerful. It's good. I tend to have it on for my Pantheon 5 runs. I like it a lot. Nail arts are cool. I wish there was more things like that in the game. I don't know what they could be. Just more of them. Maybe one where you could like boomerang throw your nail. That would be cool. Weaversong! Silken charm containing a song of farewell left by the weavers who departed Flukenest for their old home. Summons weaverlings to give the lonely bearer some companionship and protection. 2 notches. You get it in Weaver's Den in the middle of the Deep Nest. And it summons 3 small weaverlings to attack enemies for 3 damage per hit. We did this again. We tried the no direct damage run, which is where we got to know all these charms in depth. We found Weaversong incredibly non-reliable, or unreliable, as they say in English. Yeah, it's pretty pants. 3 damage is nothing. They miss. Their range is appalling. They jump all over the place. And it's 2 notches, which is, quite frankly, too high. Cool idea. I like minions as a concept for charms. Again, would be cool if there were more, or if the ones that there were just better. Yeah, it's crap. Yeah, it's better than Lifeblood, but not by much. Next one, Dream Wielder. Transient charm created for those who wield the Dream Nail and collect essence. Allows the bearer to charge the Dream Nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. Just the 1 notch. Get it from Seer for 500 essence. And you gain 33 additional soul, double from 33 to 66, which is a lot of soul. Reduces the time needed to strike with the Dream Nail by 37%, and increases the likelihood of receiving essence when killing enemies by 50%. I didn't know that. Who's farming essence off enemies? Yeah, it's only 1 notch. It's good. It's very, very good in some places. Again, like I mentioned, the true ending no-hit Hornet 2 fight, incredibly useful for that. Can be very difficult to use. Well, actually, that might bring it down a bit. It is quite difficult to use. There's not a lot of places you would use it. Maybe like here. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's definitely not as usable as these 2 and that one. For the comparing the other 1 charm notch charms. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Dreamshield. Speaking of the things I'm not happy about. Defensive charm once wielded by a tribe that could shape dreams. Conjures a shield that follows the bearer and attempts to protect them. Get it from the resting grounds for free. Conjures a shield that slowly rotates around the knight's position. Blocks certain projectiles and deals 1 times the knight's damage. The nail's damage when colliding with an enemy. It's 3 notches. Why is Dreamshield 3 notches? Is what I want to know. For a start. And also, it's useless. It's like more useless than, well, like slightly worse than Baldur Shell, I would say. It would be better if it wasn't 3 notches. If it was 1, then it'd go there. But it's not, it's 3, so it goes there. If somebody finds me a use for Dreamshield, I will run it in my no-hit runs. Because there isn't. Grimmchild. This is specifically the most upgraded version. Won by those who take part in the Grim Troops, Rickfield the Bearer must seek the Grimkin and collect their flames. Uncollected flames will appear on the bearer's map, blah, blah, blah. Summons a flying companion that deals 11 damage per shot. And you've got to beat, spoilers, Nightmare King Grim for it. It's good. Of all the minion charms, this is the best by far. It is 3 notches, which is a lot. No, it's not. It's 2 notches. I tell a lie, which isn't a lot. I like Grimmchild a lot, actually. I think it's better than than these guys. I'd say up there. 11 damage is not insignificant. It takes a lot of getting to get it, but I used it in my first playthrough. Yeah, it does go away for the NKG fight, which is cheeky. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'd like to see more minion charms in Silksong. I think they're cool. Like, make them expensive and do things instead of cheap and not do anything. On the flip side, if you chose to go the banish route, Carefree Melody, or Carefree Melody, token commemorating the start of a friendship, contains a song of protection that may defend the bearer from damage. 3 notches, you got a banish Jim, good old Nightmare King Jim, to get it. Has a chance to block incoming damage. The way it works is that you start off with no % chance to block damage, and then every time you get hit, it goes up by 10% to a maximum of 90%. I've never used it. I don't even think, other than to get the achievement, I've ever banished the Grim Troop. I don't really see the benefit. You could just equip quick heal. I don't really know when you'd use Carefree Melody. I'm thinking it's down here. You could just not get hit. Exactly. I've been saying that to myself for years. It takes so much work to get it, and you don't get another charm because you've got it, and then you're still not going to use it. It averages a 20% damage. It's a 20% damage reduction, essentially. Except it's super inconsistent. Anybody that uses it frequently and likes it, let me know. Last 2. Kingsoul. Holy charm symbolizing a union between higher beings. The bearer will slowly absorb limitless soul contained within. Opens the way to the birthplace. 5 notches. Count them. Highest charm notch cost in the game. And it generates 4 soul every 2 seconds. Regenerating soul, amazing. No, you can redeem change background. I set everything up so you can change it. Having it recharge soul, I'm completely distracted now. Having it recharge soul is really, really good. It's an awesome ability. There is 2 problems with it. Number 1, 5 notches is insane. Which, if you could overcharm for like the Pantheons to be able to equip it, then great. That'd be really good. Going through White Palace, even though you can't because you get this after White Palace, but going through Path of Pain maybe with recharging soul would be great. The problem is, almost immediately after you get Kingsoul, it changes to this, which doesn't do anything. So nobody is ever using Kingsoul, which means it goes down here. And Voidheart goes right above it. That's it. That's it. That's the list. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Next time, why not join us live here at twitch.tv/Shill1030. You can click follow like all these lovely people have done and join us live for stuff like this. Also, if you enjoyed this tier list, I've got one about all the bosses that I did ages ago, and I'll be honest, some of the choices in there are a bit questionable. So go click right there and watch that. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ra. I nearly clicked stop streaming then, that would have been bad.